15 oldest black actors who are over 80 to 100 years old 2026. Morgan Freeman and Diana Ross are astonishing names intertwined with the golden age of Hollywood and global pop culture. You will be amazed to hear their stories of navigating a thorny path of survival, how they shattered invisible barriers of prejudice, and how they resiliently maintained their spotlight through decades of turbulent change. We are our memory vault, your companion in this video. This video is designed to be a comforting companion, perfect for you to enjoy during your moments of rest, gathered around the dinner table with family, or while doing light chores around the house. All the information in this video has been meticulously researched and distilled from various sources by the Our Memory Vault team. However, knowledge is infinite, so if you have any details to contribute, please do not hesitate to leave a comment below to help us improve every day. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and turn on notifications so you can be the first to watch our newest videos. Now, let us begin right away with our very first legends. Morgan Freeman. When mentioning the greatest living legacies of the film industry, we cannot help but bring up the man possessing a deep, warm voice capable of soothing any soul. The journey to the peak of his fame was not paved with roses, nor did it happen in a flash like the idol stars of today. On the contrary, it was a long, patient path forged through his days of service in the United States Air Force before he truly ventured into the art of theater. What makes him different and allows him to maintain such a fierce appeal over the years is his extraordinary calmness. Audiences are captivated by him in The Shawshank Redemption or Driving Miss Daisy, not just because of his acting talent, but because he always brings a sense of stability, a profound wisdom that requires no showing off. At our Memory Vault, we view his legacy through a special lens. He is the most vivid proof that greatness is never limited by age or time. Instead of trying to dominate the screen with exaggerated gestures, he acts like someone who fully understands the absolute power of silence and a majestic demeanor. At his age, heading toward 90 as of 2026, while many peers have chosen to retreat into a quiet retirement, he continues to dedicate himself to the seventh art, still narrating historical documentaries and occasionally appearing in new projects. The passion seems to have never faded in the eyes of this veteran artist. That enduring perseverance offers boundless inspiration for those who have passed middle age. His story reminds us that sometimes the most brilliant chapters of life do not lie in the impulsive years of youth, but in the maturity of experience and profound empathy. The stature of this man has transcended the boundaries of an ordinary Hollywood actor, becoming a symbol of wisdom, a grand storyteller carrying within him the memories of a bygone era. Do not take your eyes off the screen just yet, because right up next is the appearance of one of the proudest divas of our time, and a television monument carrying hidden corners that shook history. Let us continue to uncover these unexpected secrets. Diana Ross. If there were an absolute standard to define what a true diva of pop culture is, that model would certainly have to bear the figure of this legendary woman. Born and raised in the working-class neighborhoods of Detroit, she shattered all limitations to rise up and become the soul of the brilliant Motown era. Not stopping at music, she created seismic waves on the silver screen with classic works like Lady Sings the Blues and Mahogany. She radiates an ultimate elegance, a regal beauty that no acting class could ever teach. Her presence on stage or in front of the camera always brings a magnificent, overwhelming atmosphere, making all eyes turn toward her in pure admiration. Our channel's personal perspective on this icon goes far beyond the glamorous camera flashes. We believe that her true strength lies in her self-confidence and her ability to master her own destiny. In an era when women of color were frequently forced to conform to narrow stereotypes, she stood up to establish a completely new standard of elegance and independence. She did not just sing about love or pride. Her entire career and lifestyle itself has been a resounding declaration of the power of women. Every note she hits, every outfit she wears, is a meticulously calculated and highly sophisticated piece of art. Entering the age of 82 in 2026, the fire of artistic passion within her still burns with fierce pride. The proof is that she continuously organizes large-scale tours, filling stages all over the world and bringing tears to the eyes of tens of thousands of audience members across different generations. That intense vitality is not only the result of natural talent, but also the sweet fruit of an iron spirit, a will that never surrenders to time. The legacy she leaves behind will forever be a guiding compass, a massive source of mental strength for anyone seeking direction to reach the most radiant peaks of life. Bill Cosby. This is perhaps the figure that brings the most contemplation and reflection when we look back at the history of the television industry. There was once a golden era when his name was synonymous with warmth, wisdom, and the ideal father figure for millions of families across America, through the once resounding television series The Cosby Show. He achieved something monumental, completely reshaping how the world viewed the structure of the black family. He portrayed an intellectual household overflowing with love and profound educational lessons, shattering the outdated stereotypes that had been deeply rooted on screen for far too long. The cultural impact of this work was so massive that it altered the viewing habits and mindsets of television audiences for an entire decade. However, the Our Memory Vault team always believes that to truly respect history, we must bravely face its most honest hidden corners. The story of this man is a multi-dimensional portrait with sharply contrasting colors. His revolutionary artistic legacy was later overshadowed by shocking legal events and dark corners of his personal life. As much as the older generation loved him, the collapse of his image brought an equal amount of dismay and heartache. This created a massive inner conflict in pop culture, as people had to learn how to separate the monumental contributions on screen from the real-life mistakes of an individual. From this case, we realize a profoundly deep human lesson about fame and the judgment of time. No one can deny the doors he opened for countless generations of actors who followed, but history will also never forget the consequences he caused. At the age of nearly 90, his presence on this list is not meant as blind glorification, but serves as a reflecting lens on the complexity of human nature and the harsh price of Hollywood's glamorous spotlight. It is a story that leaves behind many quiet moments, forcing us to reconsider the boundaries of trust and absolute perfection. Our list still holds many spectacular comebacks, such as the most gallant heartthrob of Hollywood appearing right up next. Please keep watching so you do not miss the inspiring and surprising stories ahead. Billy Dee Williams. Timeless charm is the most perfect phrase to describe this gallant artist. In the minds of movie lovers from the 70s and 80s, he's not merely a talented actor, but the embodiment of the elegant gentleman style and icon of captivating romantic beauty. No one can forget the relaxed demeanor, the confident smile, and the dashing aura he breathed into the character Lando Calrissian in the Star Wars cinematic universe. He brought to the big screen an intelligent, sophisticated, and highly charismatic black male lead, a rarity and an absolute necessity in the cinematic landscape of that era. Every gesture and look of his was so natural that audiences felt he was not acting at all, but simply living his own real life in front of the lens. Our Memory Vault's perspective on this artist always leans toward the appreciation of a multifaceted artistic intellect. Hidden behind the dashing exterior of a movie star is an incredibly sensitive and deeply knowledgeable artistic soul. Few people know that parallel to his illustrious acting career, he is also a talented painter, spending decades expressing his rich inner world through brushstrokes. He never allowed himself to be boxed into the image of a mere entertainment star. The depth of his thinking and his intense love for painting helped him maintain a perfect balance between the noisy theatrical lights and the essential quietness of pure art. By 2026, at the age of 89, the romantic aura of the past seems to have stepped back to make way for the ease and freedom of an elder who is fulfilled with life. However, the audience's love for him has never faded. The fact that he continues to participate in voice acting and stays connected with his classic characters proves that true artistic values always have the power to withstand the test of time. He will forever be a beautiful piece of memory, a dream lover on the screen, and an artist who dedicated his entire life to honoring beauty in all its forms. Marla Gibbs. In the harsh world of the television industry, where youth is often considered the most valuable asset, the story of this woman who brought ringing laughter is truly a miraculous piece of history. She did not step into art through a smooth path paved with roses from a young age. Her career only truly blossomed and took flight when she was in her 40s, an ironclad proof that it is never too late to start living for your passion. With her innate grace and sharp sensitivity to every comedic rhythm, she turned her roles in The Jeffersons and 227 into unshakable monuments of American television. Audiences love her because of the ever-present radiant smile and the way she brought the most ordinary, authentic breaths of life into every frame. From the perspective of the creators behind the Our Memory Vault channel, she is not merely a comedian bringing entertainment, but a truly courageous cultural architect. Hidden behind the clever, sarcastic dialogue and roaring laughter is a sharp intellect and a tireless work ethic. Not stopping at flawlessly fulfilling her acting roles, she stepped up to become a producer, intervening deeply in the scriptwriting process and even composing the theme song. Taking charge to shape the direction of artistic projects proved that she was a woman holding genuine power behind the lens, daring to master the game in an industry that inherently had too many barriers. What makes us deeply admire her is that her fiery enthusiasm continues to shine brightly at the respectable age of 95. While many wish for peace in their twilight years, she continues to appear radiantly at award ceremonies and occasionally graces the small screen. Her positive energy and sharpness are like a warm ray of sunshine, sending a powerful message to all of us. This life only truly has meaning when we never cease our desire to contribute. She is a precious gem, a living dictionary of satirical art, and a symbol of an optimistic spirit that can never be extinguished by the mark of time. Ernie Hudson. When the familiar melodies of the classic movie Ghostbusters play, the memories of millions of viewers rush back with the image of a reliable, calm man who always stood firm amidst any crisis. His artistic journey was not loud or filled with gimmicks to polish his name, but was built by the diligence of a genuine artistic worker. Throughout many decades, from the smallest roles to international cinematic projects, he has always brought a source of positive energy, a rustic sincerity that makes viewers feel incredibly close to him. He is the prime representative of the kind of people who always quietly strive, using their true capabilities and steadfastness to affirm their position in an entertainment world filled with fierce competition. At our Memory Vault, we hold a deep admiration for him, not only for his acting talent, but also for his extraordinary resilience off-screen. Few know that hidden behind that gentle smile and robust physique is a true warrior who has twice bravely crossed the life and death boundary of a severe battle with cancer. Instead of surrendering to adversity or letting illness crush his spirit, he chose to face it with an iron will, turning the harshest challenges of fate into a driving force to cherish every moment of being alive. His miraculous revival is a priceless, inspiring story, lighting a brilliant flame of hope for anyone going through the darkest phases of life. Turning 81 in 2026, he still leaves the public and the media in awe of his dashing, radiant appearance and toned muscles, standing as proof of a strictly disciplined lifestyle. The fact that he continues to accompany younger generations of actors in new film installments proves that the passionate fire of dedication has never died out in the heart of this veteran artist. The legacy he leaves behind is not confined to entertainment films, but is a profound human lesson about the power of patience, optimism, and the ability to rise strongly from the most severe adversities of fate. Fred Williamson. When speaking of the ultimate masculine icons of 1970s cinema, it would be a massive omission if we overlooked the man who always exuded immense confidence. Starting his career not under the stage lights, but on the sun-drenched fields of the professional NFL, he made one of the most spectacular transitions in entertainment history. When he decided to step into Hollywood, he did not carry the mindset of a timid newcomer waiting for an opportunity to be handed to him. Instead, he personally created a truly unique character image, a decisive, elegant man who always masters every situation and never bows down to any pressure. His appearance completely redefined the concept of a screen hero during a time when culture was undergoing profound shifts. Our Memory Vault's perspective on this legend focuses on his ahead-of-his-time mindset and outstanding strategic vision. At a time when many actors of the same generation were still struggling and depending on major studios, he recognized early on the ultimate power of holding control over the narrative. He refused to settle for just being a pretty face on an advertising poster, boldly stepping into the roles of director and producer to establish his very own cinematic empire. This daring decision not only helped him protect his artistic integrity, but also opened precious doors of opportunity for countless other art workers to have the space to dedicate themselves and shine. At a solid 88 years old, the legacy he built carries a meaning far greater than ordinary acting roles. He is living proof that an individual can absolutely write their own rules in life through fierce self-confidence and self-respect. Audiences in our age group look at him not only to reminisce about a brilliant youth, but to learn from his poised demeanor, his bravery in facing storms, and his absolute autonomy. He will forever remain a classic model of independence, a grand architect who personally sketched and built the castle of his own life's legacy. Garrett Morris. In the historical flow of American television comedy, there are individuals who not only brought laughter, but personally broke down the most solid walls of prejudice. This talented artist is one of them, carving his name into history as the first black actor to join the cast of the legendary sketch comedy show Saturday Night Live in 1975. However, what astonished the public even more was his profound academic background before taking up television. Graduating from the prestigious Juilliard School, he was a classically trained opera singer and a talented stage artist who collaborated with distinguished names. The intersection of a classical academic art background and the charming spontaneity of comedy created a unique, sophisticated acting style that is hard for anyone to replicate. Through the lens of Our Memory Vault, we view his career as a silent epic of courage and art. Standing on a live broadcast stage in the 70s where cultural barriers were still incredibly heavy, he had to utilize not only his talent, but also an extraordinary psychological endurance. Each of his performances was not merely humorous satirical bits, but relentless efforts to affirm his self-worth and expand the creative space for following generations. He used his intelligence, charm, and vast knowledge to conquer the most demanding audiences, turning differences into a magnet that attracted everyone's gaze. In 2026, as he turns 89, his immense contributions have finally received rightful recognition with a shining star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. His continued appearances in major commemorative events serve not only as a tribute to the past, but as a reminder to the younger generation of the silent sacrifices made by those who came before. His life is a powerful message about never being afraid when you are the first to pioneer a new path. Through wisdom and perseverance, he has left an indelible mark, forever changing the face of the television entertainment industry. Clifton Davis. Rarely does any artist in the entertainment world possess a life journey as rich, turbulent, and full of emotional nuances as this talented man. Television audiences of the 70s and 80s always remember him for his radiant smile and warm voice through standout roles in family series like That's My Mama and Amen. Not stopping at his brilliant acting abilities, he also possesses a romantic musical soul, penning timeless songs that once took international music charts by storm. His image on screen has always been associated with kindness, a soulmate who brought a sense of peace and cozy family bonding to millions of viewers watching the small screen after an exhausting day of work. However, the Our Memory Vault team believes that the most fascinating and inspiring part of his life lies in the deep, quiet corners behind the dazzling spotlight. While standing at the pinnacle of fame, he once faced the darkest shadows, enduring severe challenges that seemed capable of completely destroying his career. But exactly at the moment he hit rock bottom, he found the light of faith and a powerful spiritual awakening. The decision to temporarily step away from the noise of showbiz to pursue the path of theology, becoming a minister with the mission of healing souls, is a magnificent testament to a person's ability to undergo self-rebirth. He used his own story of stumbling to light a path of hope for countless others. At 81, he has reached a state of wonderful fulfillment where art and faith blend together perfectly. He continues to participate in select theatrical and television projects while maintaining his spiritual guidance work with an open, forgiving heart. His story is a gentle yet profoundly deep message to middle-aged audiences that no matter how many twists of fate life pushes us through, as long as we hold on to our faith and our inclination towards goodness, we can always find a better version of ourselves. He is the very symbol of inner peace, a noble soul that has weathered every storm. Georg Stanford Brown. In the multicolored canvas of Hollywood, there are artists who do not choose to shine through loud ostentation, but rather conquer the audience with an incredibly quiet and sharp inner depth. He is exactly that kind of artist. Making a deep impression on audiences through highly humanistic roles in the police series, The Rookies, he brought a resolute gaze and profound empathy toward rough lives. However, the peak of his acting career must undoubtedly be his breakthrough role in the historic television miniseries, Roots. Through his natural acting talent, he excellently portrayed agonizing inner struggles, touching the deepest layers of the audience's soul and contributing to a cultural phenomenon with a globally spreading impact. For our memory vault, what truly makes his greatness does not solely lie in the moments standing in front of the lens, but in the silent dedication when he stepped back to direct the frame. His successful transition into a directing role, even winning a prestigious Emmy Award, affirmed a superior artistic mindset. He understood well that in order to tell the most authentic stories, to fully convey profound historical messages, an artist needs the comprehensive vision from the director's chair. With subtlety and masterful storytelling techniques, he quietly molded countless excellent television works, shaping the aesthetic orientation for an entire generation of viewers. In 2026, at the age of 83, he stands as a majestic living monument to enduring dedication to pure art. He does not chase superficial trends, but always remains steadfast with profound academic values. His career is a shining mirror of using talent and dedication to beautify life without the need for empty praises. When the older generation looks back at his journey, they see not just a talented actor or director, but a contemplative intellectual, a loyal guardian of stories steeped in the historical and human values of mankind. Hal Williams. When recalling the warm American family television shows, the silhouette of this man with a gentle smile and calm demeanor is always present as an indispensable piece. Before stepping into the glamorous world of Hollywood, he lived an ordinary, simple life, working as a postal worker and a community civil servant. It was exactly that authentic working-class background that cultivated an absolute realism in every nuance of his acting. Audiences remember him through classic shows like Sanford and Son or 227, not because of showy performances, but because he always brought a sense of familiarity and stability, just like a respectable father or uncle who always protects the family. From the profound perspective of our memory vault, we believe the core value of this artist lies in his endurance and his ability to quietly maintain his appeal. In an industry that constantly eliminates the weak and chases fleeting trends, he chose a unique path for himself, becoming a peaceful haven for every frame. He did not use gimmicks to force the audience to pay attention to him, but used his own dedication, sincerity, and professional demeanor to compel producers to always keep their doors wide open for him. His reliability turned the seemingly most ordinary roles into the irreplaceable soul of the entire production. At a proud 87 years of age, the fact that he continues to appear in new television projects is a powerful testament to the vibrant vitality of a true talent. His career sends a deeply meaningful message to viewers who have passed the halfway mark of life. The most brilliant success does not necessarily have to come with the loudest applause. Sometimes, the greatest legacy we can leave for life is our steadfastness, our loyalty to our ideals, and a tireless work spirit flowing through all the ups and downs of the years. Rosie Greer. In the memories of generations of American sports fans, the image of a mighty giant dominating the field has always been tied to this glorious name. However, what makes his greatness absolutely unique does not lie in championship trophies or extraordinary physical strength, but in an incredibly warm and sensitive heart. Refusing to be boxed into the image of a rough former athlete, he bravely took a completely new turn when trying his hand at a series of different artistic fields, such as acting, singing, and writing. He proved to the whole world that a man of massive stature can still possess an unbelievably delicate and forgiving soul. At our Memory Vault, we view his life as a beautiful manifesto on the courage to break every strict prejudice of the era. During years when society still enforced rigid stereotypes of masculinity, he did not hesitate to learn how to do needlepoint, even publishing a book guiding this art to encourage peace within the human soul. Furthermore, his courageous presence during turbulent historical moments, always stepping up to protect the vulnerable with a brave heart, transformed him from a mere entertainment star into a truly great real-life hero in the eyes of millions. Entering the admirable age of 94, he is not only a historical witness, but also a bridge connecting generations, bridging the worlds of sports art and religious faith. Becoming a minister with a mission to heal, he dedicates the twilight years of his life to spreading love and kindness to the community. His story is a priceless spiritual medicine for every audience member, reminding us that the greatest strength of a human being does not lie in muscle power, but in the ability to radiate gentleness and compassion to everything around us. Robert Hooks. When turning the glorious pages of the world's theatrical history, there are people whose contributions have transcended the boundaries of individual performances to become a solid foundation for an entire generation. This talented artist is exactly that kind of core building block. Although possessing a massive acting fortune on both the silver screen and television broadcasting, his greatest historical legacy lies in co-founding the independent theatrical stage universe in the late 1960s. During years filled with injustice and a lack of opportunities, he personally built a common home, an artistic sanctuary, to nurture and give wings to countless young talents to raise their own voices. From the analytical perspective of our Memory Vault, his stature does not stop at the title of an actor. He is truly a grand architect of contemporary culture. Instead of selfishly keeping the halo all to himself, he chose a much thornier path, stepping back behind the scenes to take on organizational production and directional leadership. To do that required a deeply selfless heart and an artistic vision far ahead of its time. His silent sacrifices directly shattered invisible barriers, creating a fairer creative ecosystem where genuine capability is honored regardless of any differences. At a sharp 89 years old, the fact that he is continually honored with the most prestigious Lifetime Achievement Awards is the rightful sweet fruit of an endlessly dedicated journey. For mature audiences, his life offers a highly precious contemplation on the true meaning of building a legacy. Our eternal value in this world is not measured by the applause we receive when we are young, but by the number of doors we have opened for those who walk behind us, and by the seeds of hope we have sown for the future. Jaya Preston. In the noisy world of cinema, where many actors must resort to exaggerated expressions to grab attention, there's a man who chose to conquer the screen with a completely opposite demeanor. The career of this veteran artist is a string of roles embodying intellectuals, dignified judges, or high-ranking officers full of standard-bearing authority. Every time he stepped into a frame without needing a single loud line, the entire space instantly became orderly and highly commanding. Loyal viewers of classic criminal investigation works can never forget his piercing gaze, his poised posture, and his calm, heavy-weighted voice. The Our Memory Vault team always reserves a special respect for the masterfully restrained acting technique of this talented artist. He is the perfect proof of the artistic philosophy. Sometimes silence conceals a mountain-moving strength. In a tense scene, instead of hastily releasing his energy, he compressed his emotions inward, using his dignified demeanor to psychologically overpower any opponent. The confidence radiating from within his aura was not arrogance, but the result of an incredibly strict process of deep research and script contemplation. He turned professionalism and discipline into his sharpest weapons. Even though he is currently at the venerable age of 94 and has stepped away from the bustling film sets to enjoy peaceful years, the character archetype he created always remains a gold standard for later generations to learn from. For audiences who have weathered the storms of life, his silhouette serves as a reminder of an era when dignity, integrity, and inner strength were always highly revered on screen. His legacy engraves a costly lesson. You do not have to be the loudest person in a room to earn the respect of others, because wisdom and a mature demeanor will naturally radiate the most brilliant halo. Harrison Page. Closing our list of great artistic monuments today is a very familiar face, someone who has breathed life into countless hit television works over the past half-century. His acting career is a multi-tonal painting where he continuously and unpredictably transformed from hilariously charming scenes to moments of extreme inner torment. Audiences particularly remember him for his explosive energy on the small screen, where he displayed a fierce vitality and perfect rhythm control. Unlike colleagues who only stayed loyal to a single image, he proudly brought an astonishing flexibility, ready to throw himself into every challenge to bring joy to the audience. Under the vision of our memory vault, he is the most outstanding representative of the versatile school of artists, the diligent builders who silently laid the foundation for the success of a series of television blockbusters. We understand that to maintain a fierce passion for the profession and an admirable work frequency for decades on end, an artist must possess a pure love for the seventh art, rising above all temptations of superficial glory. He did not care about fighting for the center position, but was always dedicated to finding ways to make his co-stars shine together, creating an incredibly uplifting and complete artistic harmony. At the age of 84, his enthusiasm and bright eyes remain as intact as his early days stepping onto the theatrical stage. Looking back at his massive acting fortune, we not only feel admiration for an outstanding talent, but also deeply absorb a simple yet profound life philosophy. The sweet fruits of life are nurtured by perseverance and a spirit of dedication that seeks no fame or fortune. His story closes this wonderful list with a resounding musical note about the love for one's profession, transmitting to all audiences a fresh source of energy to continue living fully and dedicating themselves entirely to their own passions. And so we have journeyed together through a deeply emotional path, looking back at the priceless legacies and inspiring stories from 15 great ancient trees of the film industry. We hope that through this video you have experienced profoundly nostalgic moments, recharged with positive energy, and drawn precious reflections on resilience and dedication to your craft. We wish you a joyous, peaceful, and warm time alongside your beloved family members. Do not forget to click the subscribe button for the Our Memory Vault channel. Like the video and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss our upcoming fascinating historical documentaries. Goodbye and see you again.